Hi everyone, good morning if you're watching this in the morning, as it is morning. I just wanted to do a video today on how to post bank statements within Twinfield using the bank allocation rules that you can create within the system. We had a query on it from one of our customers, so as a result I wanted to create a training video on it. So within Twinfield, when bank statements come into the system, either via a bank feed or whether you upload them via a CSV, this is the section in which they will show. Right. So quite simply, under the cash and banks area, there is an area called electronic bank statements. And as the data flows in, you see your bank accounts will be stacked on top of each other, as ours are here. And all of the transactions are grouped by date. So as an example, on the 30th of June, there were 4 transactions. What the system will do is it will try to allocate them for you. So based on the existing rules within the system, it's been able to allocate 3 out of the 4. But it hasn't been able to match almost all of those transactions. Largely that will be because it doesn't do mathematics. So if you're paying a number of invoices, you would need to select those invoices, and I'll take you through that process. But you can see it's trying to do some of the work for you. If you take this given day, there's 7, and it's pretty much been able to do all of it. Okay, so just to show you an example, I'm going to start with this transaction on the 28th of 6th, where there were 3, and there's 3 in suspense. So if I want to view those items, I can click on the bank statements section, and I can see what's going on. And you can see at the moment all of these are being allocated to suspense. If I then want to do something, I can click on the magic wand, and it will take me through to that specific line. Or if I go back to the main page, you can see that it stays highlighted on the date that you were just on, to try and be helpful to show you where you were, or you can just go straight into the magic wand on this page, and it will take you to the first item. So in terms of creating a rule, if you click on this tick here, what you can do is you can highlight some text. Sometimes it will fill it into this box for you, but if not, you can just copy and paste it, and that becomes then a set of criteria that the system will use to allocate future payments. Okay, you can create up to 3 different sets of criteria. Most people will only do 1, but the option is there for you. So you can see now, once I created that rule, that text goes bold in the description box, the data that it's received from the accounting system. Right. So now I need to create a rule. And basically what the system is, whenever I see this string of text, this is what I am going to do. And in this instance, we want to select a supplier. I type the name of the supplier, Twinfield. As this is my Euro account, I'm going to select my Twinfield Euro supplier. And then once I've selected a supplier, I'm able to select open items. Okay, now this is currently a list of the existing open items I have under that supplier. If I select all, okay, you can see there is a difference. Now, the main reason for this is because we haven't paid our June invoices yet. So if I remove those, you can see that what we paid was the sum of our May invoices. I have a small difference. I can then choose what to do with that difference. Because it's a Euro payment, it is an exchange difference, and that will automatically post the difference to the exchange rates account in my P&L by selecting that as the reason for my difference. You can see there are other reasons for differences, which will also create an automatic posting or a payment on account in the case of a part payment. Okay, when I'm done that's all done. I can click save, and that will take me to the main page, or if I want to cycle through to the next transaction, click on the arrow here, and it will move on to the remaining one of 2. This one is slightly different. So instead of allocating this to a customer or supplier, where you would allocate it to an invoice, this is actually some charges. So in this instance, I could create another rule to say charges. Okay, and then I'm going to post it to a general ledger account, which would be bank charges. And then in the future, that rule will be applied in exactly the same way. I could also choose to split this amount by VAT, and allocate a cost center if that's relevant within my posting rule. The last remaining thing is if I needed to split this amount, so say it was actually made up of two different elements, say £15 was in relation to one element and £2.49 was in relation to a second element, I needed to put it to a different nominal code or customer or supplier. You can see I edited the amount to 15, and that has created a second tab where I can create a second element and a second posting rule. Okay, I'm not actually going to do that, so if I delete it, it then goes back to the full amount, and I can save that, and it will have created that posting rule in my system and apply that to future transactions. So that's essentially how the bank allocation rules work and how you can match and allocate invoices to bank transactions at source. What I would say as a final thing is all of this work is currently in the background. So none of this has affected my accounts at the moment. The idea is that you work through and you allocate all of these. When you are then comfortable with all of the posting, you would then either go through and post them individually on a row basis by pressing this blue flag, or you can tick all of them and click post, and it will post all of those to the trial balance at that moment in time. If you've ever got any questions on this, please do let us know. Thanks, bye.